Welcome to the first video of our commentary for the Australian Keyforge League. This is going to be the very first one, so please bear in mind that there will maybe be mistakes, but we're just going to have commentary, me and Future Beans or Colin, over Arkhult and Gatorsnuffles, which is Klaus and Harrison's game. They are in the Keyforge Premier League, so the top league of the Australian League. Harrison was actually the winner last season, and Klaus is the organiser of the event, so it'll be a very interesting match. How about you say hello now, Colin?
Hey everybody.
So I'm going to just wait to see if they have created the game. I'm going to ask them to for open hands and put it in beginner so I can see the game easily. And see how that ended up going. We now just had another person join into our commentary channel. I'm unsure if he has a mic or not, but his name is Jackie or Fatal Push. He's currently also in the Keyforge Premier League as well, the Australian one, but he's also in the overseas Keyforge Premier League, which has got the top 40 players in the world, well, at the moment. Battling it out to try and see who's the best this season, and then they'll have concurrent seasons as they go along. Let's just see. They've got the game, but I don't know about the password. Okay, I'm just waiting. Good thing I'm not on camera, because I hate being on camera, but still. Okay, so password is 1234. Make sure they say, did you go open hands? Yeah, I don't believe Jackie's going to be joining us in conversation, but at least he's in the channel. Let's see what happens as it goes along. Okay, cool. Open hands. So I don't have their decks up yet. So as soon as they get their decks, I'm going to have a look over them. If you want to do the same, Colin, and then we can see. So this is match 1. How this season works is each player has bought 3 decks. Each has to be for a different set each, so it can't be all from either Coda or Wars Collide or Match Mutation. It has to be one from 3 different sets. I guess it's AOA as well, but no one really cares much for Age of Ascension. But yeah, and the main rule, is that the decks have to reach a max SAS of 210. So we got Arkhult's going first, playing out a Black Oak Bot. I'm not going to comment over every single play. But yeah. What do you think of the 2 lists? Can you see anything interesting coming out of some of them, Colin?
No, I'm still looking at them, but I will note that that Arkhult has chosen his 58 cess deck first.
Wow.
So he's opening with that, and he's drawn out Harrison's or Gatorsnuffles' best SAS deck. His highest.
See that? What do you think that was a strategy on his mind to get his worst deck out against the best deck to get the next ones a bit easier wins, or what do you think?
I don't know. I think personally, I guess we're sharing our personal opinions.
Yeah.
I think that is overthinking it, like, in terms of
really
mind games of like what to choose first. Yeah, I mean, for me, maybe, yeah. What do you think?
Oh, well, it's what I did last season. Every single time people led with their strongest deck first, so I just went with my worst deck first. And I actually snagged a few wins from it anyway, because they weren't expecting it, didn't know how to play against it. And so yeah, I
Sure.
ended up snagging a few wins. Did get top of the Championship League last season, not the Premier League. So now I'm in the Premier League. But yeah, it was definitely a strategy of mine, but I don't know if it works for everyone.
Sure, yeah. Well, it certainly yielded results for you.
Yeah.
And it does apply to Gatorsnuffles, who's put in his strongest SAS deck first. So
I do actually. I looked
right.
over Arkhult's list actually, and what's interesting is there's not many Ember pips at all. Yeah, very little. Looks like if I look closely, I can only really see like less than five even.
Mm-hmm.
And
so how do you think? Sorry, go on.
And so yeah, the Infernuses aren't going to be the greatest. You're going to really have to purge your own stuff if you want to get the most benefit out of those Infernuses.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a game plan though to get through your decks faster.
Yeah, sure. So how do you think Arkhult needs to win this game?
Let me have a look. It doesn't look like there's a lot of Amber control. There is some nice ones actually. This is his. Actually, I know this. This is his. Wait, no, it's not. Is this his deck that he won the Swedish League with? The Swedish SAS comp? Or
don't know.
does he just love the card Hypnotic Command?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, very interesting deck there from Gatorsnuffles actually. I'd love to see what this SAS currently is, to be honest. I will actually have a look. Oh no, wait. Can you actually have a look while I?
Yeah. It's 70. Oh, you mean current? I mean it's 73 according to the deck spreadsheet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I should have had that open. Actually, I have a second computer here. I can go and check that. I'm a bit of an idiot. So yeah, I'm hoping to get more of these recorded games throughout weeks because I don't have any much time. I got a lot of time on my hands because I am currently on uni break. So I do have 2 jobs, but they're not very time-consuming jobs. Like tomorrow morning, I'll be working at a high school as a teacher's aide, and then I don't work till Thursday afternoon with a kid with disability for support working. So I got a lot of time on my hands.
Right. Yeah, cool. Why not?
Let me just open up Premier League, pin messages, plays decks. Now I played my game today against Jackie Wu, and it was a bit frustrating because I was about to win, and then last turn he I can't remember what the Untamed card is, but it purges all your cards, all the untamed creatures from
Song of Spring.
Yeah, that one. Then he key charged.
Yeah,
and he was on. He was on 1 Amber or something like that. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Nice.
And then game 2 was a bit rough too, actually. I was like racing ahead, and then he doorstepped to heaven, and then my cards just came out terribly from there. And I was like, "Oh, you've got to be joking! This is not the time for the cards to be doing this." And my main ways of Amber control, which is I had 3 of the cards, the Sanctum cards that captures for each card you play. What's that one again? Commandeer. That's it.
Commandeer.
Yeah. I had 3 of those, but I got 2 in my mulligan second hand. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough. You want them later on.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that deck there is a bit nasty actually. It was a 73 yesterday. It is 76 today. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it definitely jumped. It was very nice. Yeah. Okay, let me have a look. Arkhult's got a very nice board there. Very control heavy board. See what he does with it, though. See, right now, do you think he's going to try and find some things or get himself to check? Because you can get 2 amber off the Xanthix.
I don't know. He's looking at Octavia on the other side, which can take him off check.
Yeah, true. And for us, well, he can't see that, but for us, we can see that there is a hand full of Saurians. Not the most magnificent hand, but definitely 5 cards is plenty to get through the deck. So, especially this early in the game.
Yeah, I think, Gatorsnuffles has no disincentive to play Saurian.
Yeah, definitely.
So he'll quite happily capture 2 and play his cards out.
See, for me, if I was Gatorsnuffles, it sounds like a crazy play, but I'd capture 2 from Octavia. I would then.
Would you try and deal 23 to it?
Yeah, definitely. It would be hilarious.
Let's see what he does.
Yeah, why not? Oh, there is more pips than I expected. There is currently a good amount of pips in his hand right now. I just wish his deck had a Ganged Chieftain, because 2 Drummernauts with Ganged Chieftain is so good.
Yep.
It's crazy how highly they rate that, actually, too. Like, some decks rate each card like 5. It's ridiculous.
Alright.
So if you see some of the biggest Brobnar decks in the world, there's an 80-something SAS deck with 34 in Brobnar.
I'm like, what do they have? Like 2 of each or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen Brobnar in my own stuff above 21. I do have that combo, I believe, but it doesn't mean it works.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Yeah, if you get it, you get it. If you don't.
Did you have much change in your SAS in the recent update?
I haven't checked. I didn't even know there was an update until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I'll
go check it out later.
No, I had a few things jump, actually.
Okay.
A bunch of my decks are now. I got 2. I used to have a bunch of 78s. Now I have no 78s. I do have some drop. I have no 78s, 2 79s, and a bunch of things went down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So interesting. But 79's a nice number, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm actually using one of them in our cup, because we have a cup alongside this league as well. For those who don't know about the Australian League. Oh wow. Okay. So I think there's a clear logo star. Or actually, I wonder if it was actually better for him to play Brobnar that turn. Yes, the logos were going through the deck, but doing some board clear right now is probably necessary.
Okay, where's that going to come from? Standardized testing, I guess?
Well, no, playing Brobnar instead of logos, because you got the creatures to fight. You need to kill off. You really do need to kill off that Ludo for one.
Yep. Oh well, the poker's done something, but yeah.
Yeah, poke's on. I guess it is moving the redacted up a little bit actually.
Yeah, I'm thinking this redacted might.
It's gonna pop off. This is actually a really cool deck.
This is give Arkhult a decent chance, because as the game draws out with Gatorsnuffles, Dinos, and Infernus kind of making the game longer, if the redacted could have some impact.
Exactly, yeah. Interesting. Return. See, if only he had some Brobnar cards that did something as they hit the field.
Yep.
Man.
Unfortunately, Arkhult has used the rest of his SAS cap on his 2 other 76 SAS decks.
Wow.
And that is why we're looking at his deck now.
Yeah,
That doesn't have the Brobnar.
I was thinking of doing that. I was thinking of getting my. I have a couple of decks at the low that are fun to play, but yeah, I'm kind of regretting my Age of Ascension deck a little bit. Partly because it hasn't won yet, and it's kind of finicky. Like it can work, it will. Like if it wants to win, it will win. But then randomly decides it doesn't want to win. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. What do you reckon here? I reckon. Oh, interesting. So Gatorsnuffles has decided to go put himself up to 8, while also keeping the keys on 7, which is it's interesting because it keeps him Arkhult off check, but it also still leaves him in check even after he gets rid of the key cost. That's what I'm saying. Ooh, see, Lollop is fun. If you have what's it called, the Fray, is that the card? The one that exhausts...
fight and get ready after you fight. Is that the one?
Yeah. No. Sorry. Fray is the one. I think it's called
you
Fray.
mean the Flex?
Flex. That's it.
Yeah. Flex is fun. That.
See, I kind of want a Age of Ascension deck right now. I'm kind of probably thinking of getting one with something that's got 2 Lollops and the card that says Might Makes Right. Have you heard of that card before?
No.
So Might Makes Right, you sacrifice
creatures. Might Makes Right, yes.
Yes.
I know that one, yeah.
That's something I'm really interested in trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just noticed that Gatorsnuffles also has a Redacted These deck. It just happens to be in the last 3 cards.
Right.
Redacted versus Redacted, eh?
Yes.
After this game, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get rid of the tab at the top of my screen so I can get the game to be the most viewed. Because right now it's getting very clunky on my laptop for me to view the cards.
Okay.
Because yeah, my PC doesn't really record right now. It's because it can't pick up audio through my headset for some reason. I think it's because my headset... I don't know. I have no idea why. I was intending on getting a new PC soon, but unfortunately, the one I was getting from my friend stuffed up, and so let's see how that ends up going in the long run.
Okay, yeah.
Cool, so we can see here that Gatorsnuffles is most definitely taking Arkhult off check. He's got his Infernus in hand, then Stirring Grave to put something back into the discard pile. I'm interested... Oh, he's purged some Wild Wormhole, that's interesting. Because I definitely thought that Logos was the next house he was going to play, but maybe he won't now. Interesting. Oh, nice turn. Did he... Oh, and then archiving the Time Traveler. That's nasty.
Archiving Time Traveler?
Yeah. Sorry, purging.
Yeah. The Wild Wormhole was purged.
Oh yeah, it was purged from the effect of Inspector.
Yep.
And then...
Yep.
I think that if Arkhult needed that key to kind of stay in this game a little bit, but we'll see. He does have a field filled with Brobnar. He might just go for the reap turn. I don't know if archiving Infernus was the best play. Because he didn't have much dis left in his deck. It was almost better for him to archive something like another Ludo or the Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you reckon the Infernus was better, or do you think you should play it Arkhult to Saurian's?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he can go either way. He might just want the safety of the Infernus. He might not be so keen to play it straight away. Just have the Infernus there for later on.
Yeah, true. Reap. Okay. The question is he playing this? Or is he going to play this safer bet and play something like Logos or Saurians and just get through the deck? Or get to the redraw? He can still get him off check in Saurians, actually. Wow. Octavia and City Gates. If you didn't pay attention to that, that's... If he has Octavia... Actually, no, because you know what? You're right. Infernus was definitely the better play. Leaving Octavia in his discard pile so he can capture 4 Amber here on his 2 artifacts. 5 Amber with Zero Centurion, then Ludo. Fight with the Damo to kill it so that he doesn't get the Amber because you got Ludo on the field. Steal 1. That is all win.
That's pretty good.
I'm surprised he didn't go for that. That was a nasty turn. Oh, he's... Okay, yeah, interesting. What did he... okay.
He just used auto back with the archive, so he just archives, yeah.
Plays Redacted. Yep, he's just gone with the play to get through his deck.
He'll be reshuffling on this turn.
What I have noticed, though, is that Arkhult could actually steamroll here with the number of creatures.
Indeed.
And Gatorsnuffles hasn't got anything you can do about it.
No, his discard will be empty after this turn.
But he doesn't have anything in deck anyway, no big board wipe.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, let me just figure out what he did. Oh yes, Redacted, then adapt to it. I'm surprised he didn't kill off the Archimedes here. My cat has decided to visit me. But the problem is he likes to attack my internet. And so, if I have the internet on, if I have him near it, he'll just unplug it and I don't really want him here, so... My wife has closed the door for me, and I thank her very much, so... Ooh. See what Harvest Time could be interesting.
Sure.
Do you see Harvest Time is an interesting card? I've always had interesting thoughts about Harvest Time. Is it a card that you purge your own stuff and get lots of Amber, or is it a card to clear some stuff off their board?
Yes, a good question. I literally never played this card or have any of my decks. So
do you know how it works?
Yeah, I understand how it works, but it's a good question. I understand why you're asking it. Yeah, I think it depends on your strategy. You know, if you are rushing, then you're happy to clear your board, or if you think the game will go on a bit longer, perhaps you can clear theirs, or for whatever other reason. What do you think?
Honestly, I think it really has to depend on the matchup. Because what I have seen, what's been interesting, I never saw someone use it before in this way until very recently, where you don't actually purge any creatures, you purge your own artifacts. And if you have artifacts and they don't, you purge, say, items or locations. And you just...
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because let's be honest, like, yes, some artifacts and stuff can change the game. but the majority of ones, like look at Quantum Finger Trap, it doesn't do anything, really. It's very situational. And so there's a bunch of situational ones that you can just get rid of and gain a bunch of amber.
Absolutely.
See, this is a very poor time for Infernuses.
Yes, Arkhult is
very, very well
cleverly
played.
read the meta, and he said you can just Infernus all you want.
See, listen, I'm actually interested to see what Gatorsnuffles now goes for. Is he going to discard Harvest Time? Is he going to get rid of, let's say,
Arkhult with an
robots? Maybe? Does he get rid of robots? If I'm going to be honest, I would almost say he probably should just get rid of all demons and get rid of the Infernuses. Even though they do help, it's ridiculous. It's silly. It may be a silly move. I don't know. Wait a second. What's just happened here? Yeah. Good play. Archive the QMX. You know what? Purging out the Drummernot is probably... I guess it's okay. It doesn't do a lot. See, I think he is doing it. I think he is going to get rid of the demons. Brush. Because I don't know if Gatorsnuffle, Arkhult, sorry, can match. This
yes,
really,
I think
this is really interesting. Because Mars is looking beautiful next turn. Archiving the creature with the amber on it. Reaping for, well, 2 on Sandix. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't archive anything out of those guys. Maybe the Gargantus Scrapper. Then play down your Resonator with the Squadron next to it so that his keys cost 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Don't worry, he got rid of all the amber there. He purged Mars. I don't think he paid attention to the cards on the other side of the field. Oh. No, Gatorsnuffles. Arkhult's won this. He just has to call Logos 2 more turns.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He got rid of Scientist to help himself out.
And there he is.
And he forgot that those cards were Scientists. Wow. Wow. See, that's an interesting... I love that card for that very reason. Call Logos 2 more turns and you win. Wow. And Arkhult has used the low SAS deck against Harrison's or Gatorsnuffles' highest SAS deck, and looks like he's going to come out victorious. Really depend. Like, there's nothing that Gatorsnuffles can do besides race. 1, 2, 3. Gain 3, 4 amber. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, call Logos. He called Mars. What? Actually, not a bad play, but I don't get that move. I don't know why he didn't just call Logos 2 turns in a row. He's getting him off check, but... And what did he archive? Is that what he abduct? I am really confused.
He abducted an Infernus.
Why didn't he abduct the Saurians dude?
The Saurian.
Yeah, Damosaurus, the one with the emperor on it. Because it's not destroyed, so it doesn't steal anymore.
Sure. Yes, you'll have to quiz him.
I'm going to be very interested to see what his thought process was when he was looking at the field then, because he clearly had the win in 2 turns.
I think his cat came into the room.
Damn cats. Man, I think he's just cost himself the game.
It was a very slow and passive option to just play Math Guys.
Like, he wanted to make the keys expensive, but I don't think that was the play.
Yeah, he was a key up.
And he literally, like, yes, the Gatorsnuffles was gaining 4 this turn, or could have gained 4 with the 2, but respond by calling Logos on the last turn and you win. Like, he literally just needed to call Logos 2 turns in a row and he's won.
You can only lose to like a Gatorsnuffles key cheat or Gatorsnuffles getting rid of the redacted, both of which you can do neither.
Yeah. I guess Arkhult's going to watch this later and go, yeah, dang. He can still win it. He can still win it. Call Logos now. Yep. Okay, he's noticed. He's noticed his last turn was a bit silly. He's going to swap things around. See, I wasn't sure if Gatorsnuffles was going to get to 12 then or not. I probably should have paid attention. I think, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I don't know. I almost would have thought he should have. Gatorsnuffles could have won this game by, yes, fighting off that resonator, but then using the IDs to kill his own Damosaurus, steal an Ember with looter on the field. So therefore, he steals, got himself to 12. He's on check. He would have been on check right now to win the game. And then, yeah, I think it misplays from both sides. It ended up working well in the favour for Arkhult. This is actually Gatorsnuffles' first game of the season. He missed out on the first week because he had to buy, which gives you a free win, which is nice. But it's nothing like actually getting to play the game.
Yes.
Yeah, this has been a very, very interesting game. It doesn't matter. I don't know why he's not.
Will Hypnotic Command do anything?
It won't matter. He's just calling Logos. Wins.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to
What's
do
that?
something with your tabs? Did you want to do something with your tabs?
Oh, I don't know how to do that. How do you get rid of the tab, like the tabs and the search bars at the top of your screen? Is there a way to do that?
In your browser.
Yeah.
You just are you in Chrome?
Yep.
Or press F11.
Yes. I am so stupid with some technology. Like, there is some technology that I completely am fine with, but I'm a bit stupid when it comes to.
Yeah, it's just one button.
Yeah.
Once you know the secret button, it can do wonders.
What was the password again from the game? It was
1234.
1234. I remember this early in the year you were playing a few weeks in a row the qualifiers to try and make it into Premier League, the Keyforge Premier League, run by Jupiter. Are you thinking of trying that same idea for this next season coming up, which will be in, I don't know, this will be like a month away, but...
What's the format?
So, the format for the league or the format for the thing coming up?
The thing coming that...
Okay, so there is
you're asking about the...
Yeah. There is a... It does start at 2 in the morning, unfortunately.
Okay, no, I won't be playing.
Yeah. I'm thinking of playing it just for fun. Even if I already... Although the problem is that I'm actually only 1 win away from qualifying for next season anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But however, the tournament is... I think it's just Arkhult mass mutation only. Bring a mass mutation deck. And yeah. Actually, I'm going to ask if Hugh would like to join.
Yeah.
To join the commentary. Oh, come on. No, I didn't press it in time. Let me have a look. Because Hugh's a bit of an expert when it comes to live streaming stuff. He has his own YouTube channel, which when he comes in, I'm going to get him to plug it in, get him to tell us his YouTube channel and stuff, just to get some interest into his channel. I will be putting this video up on YouTube and Facebook in as many groups that I feel like is not impeding on people's privacy as much. So yeah, let's have a look at these decks. So we got, from Arkhult we have Plusherts, the Peasant of Books, with discs, shadows, and logos. He's got some interesting cards just to note straight away. He's double Lifelid and Control the Weak. That is a bit nasty. He's also got Interdimensional Graph and Library Access. That would be fun. Bait and Switch. He's not pulling his classic Too Much Protect. He always plays a game with Too Much Protect, and but this one does not have one. It looks like it's a fun deck. And then to look quickly at Gatorsnuffles. It is a Disc Shadows Untamed, also from Coda. We have a double Hunting Witch with a fair few creatures and Lost in the Woods. We also have triple Hand of Dis, interesting. Plus a Bait and Switch for Stealing, or Bruno, Urchins for Amber Control. Actually, I believe he used this deck last season. Did you see? I think I actually helped you pick this one.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. Out of my league.
Yep. Okay, so Hugh, or I don't know how to say it. Is his name Rurata? Is that how we say it? Rurata. Rurata? I don't know. He's just putting his kids to bed, as you can see in the channel there. He's going to join us in a second. Yeah, Lifelid was a really, really good play there to stop the Hunting Witch from doing anything nasty so he can deal with it next turn. Oh, actually, even this turn. With the... Oh no, he's playing like this. Sorry, wrong house. Yeah, to deal with it next turn. As he can with the Dusk Runner. Is that Dusk Runner? Sorry, Silvertooth. He has Dusk Runner in his hand to the upgrade. Ooh. Interesting. I don't think he's paid attention to the card being pulled, the Lifelid. Almost would have probably gone with the Shadows turn instead, discarding the getting his one. This is one amber back, but then stealing one. So he gained himself 4, 1, 2, 3 amber, and yeah, I don't know. we'll do the same thing next turn anyway, but... So what's your thoughts on having the 3 different houses this season? 3 different sets this season, so it's not just all the same. Versus a lot of the very similar decks.
Yeah, personally, I'm a fan, but I prefer variety, as much variety as possible in Keyforge. So the fact that you have to use 3 different decks means that there's more matchups, but there's still a chance that you can get same set matchups, such as we've got here, Coda versus Coda, and last game we had Mass Mutations versus Mass Mutations. So I like that there's a possibility of either.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. And
how about yourself?
I liked the idea. Unfortunately, I found I just had a lot of Coda decks in general. Especially in that nice 70 range, between 65 and 75 range. So, you've disconnected, by the way, just so you know. From the game. Yeah, so that's 65 to 75 range. That it was just difficult trying to find something that I was comfortable with playing in the league, but was going to still be decent as well. Like, was also new to me still. Like, comfortable but new, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Because I didn't bring a Worlds Collide deck. I did have a Worlds Collide deck, but there was some. Because I'm from Dubbo, and so we had a new player join this season. That's also from Dubbo, and he hasn't actually played the game since Age of Ascension, and so he doesn't have Worlds Collide or Mass Mutation decks. And so I lent him that deck, and I kind of regret it because the deck's kind of disgusting. It has the Star Alliance that makes all play effects happen twice, right? And then it has 3 Ronnies, 3 Odoak Patricians, 2 of those Saurian do the capture, the 6 power 1 armor captured an Amber when playing 5, and so it just Centurion. So it just controls the game like you would believe. It's ridiculous, and quickly. I wonder if can you hear any background noise from my headset?
You've got a bit of crackling on your voice when you speak, just a bit.
Okay. I've had a problem with that in the past. I'm going to look at getting a new headset and microphone. My friend said he's had the problem because I was at my friend's place and his dog chewed my headset, and it was really annoying.
Okay. Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, cool. So it's both on 1 key each. 3 up on the Arkhult's side. We do have a 2/2 hand on Gatorsnuffles, with the disc not being a very helpful hand right now. But he does have 3 discards in the field. Arkhult is kind of forced to play Logos this turn, even though he's... Oh yeah, so he's used Lifewood. Then, honestly, yeah, so he's playing Logos. This is actually the best turn played, because he can kill 2 creatures this turn with the Hand of Dis, because he's going to play out 4 creatures. Unless he realizes the Hand of Dis is there and decides not to play into it.
I think it would be... I would not... I feel as if that would be overthinking to assume...
Yeah, true.
To play around Hand of Dis at this point.
The fact that there's 3 of them, though...
Yeah, but I mean, even if he's got 1 Hand of Dis, it's not worth playing around. You'd have to assume he's got at least 2.
Yeah, true. True.
I think if it was later in his deck, and you hadn't seen Hand of Dis yet, definitely.
It was actually smart. Actually, he did play around it a little bit though. He played Mother on the end, because I think that's what he was thinking about doing. He was looking into Gatorsnuffles' deck, going, okay, well, yes, I may be able to get the key first with Titan Mechanic, but Mother is better to keep alive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. From what I've noticed, Arkhult's actually a fairly decent player. I haven't had many games against him, but just the fact that he's able to take sets off some of those really strong players like Phil McKay or Alex Fondon, I don't know, whatever, Alex and Jackie is pretty impressive because he does it pretty consistently. He takes a game off some of the better players from previous seasons.
From what we can tell, from what I can tell from in our Discord, he plays a lot online because he's constantly asking for a game.
That is true. I don't know if he has a job because he's always at the beach or he's playing Keyforge. Have you noticed that? He tends to play.
I have noticed that, and I always kind of don't want to know, like, in terms of just that.
It's really
I don't
funny.
want the dream to be ruined. Like, I just like to think that that's the case, you know. And he's just this guy who runs this league, who started this league.
I think his main job is because he comes from Sweden, and so
yeah.
I think I'm not like, I could be wrong, but I think his wife is Australian. And so he lives here half the time, but he is Swedish, so he lives there half the time. He said he used to, like, he lives half sort of thing.
Yep.
And so I'm interested to find out what his story is sometimes. See, like, how he manages to always have nice long runs on the beach every other day, and then send us photos in our channel. I wish I could do that. I live in Dubbo. What beach do we have? We have the river. Just been given a report of one of the games in the championship. Dasmo just beat Stephen Murr. Is that Murr? Is that their last name?
I don't know.
M-U-I-R?
It might be Muir.
Muir? I never know. Championship League. I'm going to report that match right now. It's Daryl vs Steven. And Daryl won 3-0. Holy moly, Steven. What are you doing? Pretty sure you got beat 3-0 last week. No, he didn't. Steven beat someone 3-0 last week. Okay. Wow, that's an upset. Okay, let's have a look. Sorry. Wow, so Gatorsnuffles has managed to crawl his way back in front. He definitely felt like he was a little bit behind for a second there. See, I would love for him to find a way to kill his charrette, for Arkhult to kill his charrette and then graft it.
Graft. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not possible. So
yeah.
It's actually interesting. They both decks, both players have essentially decked out. Not on Gatorsnuffles' side, but there's been deck out by middle of the game, essentially. Although this could be very close to the end, because I love the way Keyforge works in the fact that the game steamrolls. Like, the longer the game goes, the quicker it ends, and sort of thing. And
yeah, there's a real acceleration for this.
yeah, I love that.
Key, usually.
Yeah. It's always so hard to get the first key.
Yeah, but once you do, things can get going.
I'm interested. Like he went for instead of reaping with his mother to get himself a check, he fought into the Murloc. I guess it's the same thing either way, to be honest. So the Rise has come at a very, very bad time. Although, Rise is not too bad now. The card's just gone straight to this cup pile. Arkhult's going to have to... I think it's going to be a bit of a miracle for Arkhult to come back this now. Yeah. Unfortunately. Or, like, there is 5 amber captured on Gatorsnuffles' side. He just has to kill it. Far out. It's really... I can hear my PlayStation from the other room beeping and beeping. It's got problems, and it just beeps at me throughout the day.
Can you turn it off?
Yeah, I'm just asking my wife to turn it off for me, because it's really annoying. Although, like, it's a bit of, I sometimes think that the PlayStation is possessed, because sometimes I'll unplug it and then it'll beep for like the next 30 seconds. Like, how the heck can you beep? There's no internal battery.
Wow.
And so, yeah, exactly. See, look, he hasn't even gone for... See, I don't know if that was... I would have fought with the Terror, to kill the Terror, and to kill, like, the Charette. Oh, can't really kill the Charette, it's Terror. But kill the Shula, to then arise his Charette back and the Terror back to hand, so that he can capture all the Amber and then gain 2 of the Terror and then gain some from and then archive some cards and gain some of the one from the life loop. Yep. But everyone plays different. You can do that now, actually. Yeah. Oh, not quite. You can't quite do it now. He really needs to fight that Charette, get that Amber back. Played but double life wood. There we go. Archive the bait switch with the Library of the Damned. Yeah. Nicely done. Yes, well played. Good turn. This could be it. This could be... Oh. What just happened?
Gatorsnuffles is a pretty good this turn coming up.
He does. Unfortunately, though, it won't... Actually, no, it won't get him into check. It'll be 5. Yeah, Gatorsnuffles, who does that, that is steal 1, so it's 1. Reap with these 2, 2, 3. Kill 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 amber. Wow. Yeah. And get these 3 back, so 11 amber this turn.
Yes.
Why did he fight? Why did he fight the Charette? Oh, I guess so he could... No, that's fair. That's fair. Only give him 1 amber.
Off the Hecatomb.
Yeah.
Does the 1 amber really matter there? I think he's just going for...
No. It doesn't matter.
He's just aiming to win the next turn.
Yeah, and this is when you really need something like 2 mushroom attacks. Actually, no, it did matter. Because... he had some amber on safe plays. I don't know how much he had.
There was 1 there.
Okay, 1. Then maybe it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been on 5. So yeah.
But yeah, either or. I think Gatorsnuffles just wants to win next turn. And Arkhult either has an answer or he doesn't.
No answer, I would say. Oh. No answer. Actually, how many can he steal? He can steal 1 off the Library of Damned because of the Carlo Phantom. He can Dimension Door to reap to steal 2. So he's still 3. No, he's a turn behind.
I think he should use his Nexus on Gatorsnuffles' safe place, just as a kind gesture to end the game.
Yeah. Or even remote access.
Even remote access, that's true. Either or.
He went shadows. Oh, he's got bait and switch. I forgot about that. Oh, steals 2. Steals 1 more. Oh, he can steal another one off Color Phantom. Oh man, he could have almost done it.
Yes.
Oh. Wow. Well played, guys. On to... Oh, I can't even spell. On to game 3. There we go. Last game. Decider. Which means... Did they both bring AOA decks? Or is one of them a World's Collide deck? I don't really know their decks that well. I probably should have looked at them before I did this, but I was kind of trying to figure out the...
Oh, yeah, sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah, the first game was Arkhult AOA versus Harrison.
Oh, yeah, it was.
So now it's Harrison's turn to play his AOA.
Yep.
Arkhult will bring his MM.
See, there's been a bit of a backlash about... some people I've been told in the league have not liked the fact that the mass mutation decks had that stupid blue symbol. Like, we need to almost decide the deck, like, on a count of 5 or something like that, count of 3, and then message the thing.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, so what's this? We got Gatorsnuffles using Baku of Nowhere Warren Forum. Interesting name. And what do I see of note? The Silver Key Imp can be annoying. Proclamation 346E. Oh. No, I versed this deck the other day that had a Silver Key Imp and then a Binate Rupture and Interdimensional Graft. It hurt me very poorly. So the Tanner that unifies evil, that's currently Arkhult's actually best mass mutation deck. It is quite strong. I have versed it a few times and I have not won many of them actually, to be honest. Why can't I? There we go. Arkhult unifies. Just want to check it. 76 sass, hey? Dex of Keyforge just pooped itself. Thank you. Control, click. See, that works better. Nope. I can just type it up. Yeah. See, I just like to see things on Dex of Keyforge anyway. Although, have I cut out? Am I still there?
It doesn't say that you've left.
Okay. I wasn't sure if my internet cut out or not because my computer's been silly. Okay. Oh well. I love Snudge. One of my favorite cards. I have a Speed Sigil Snudge deck with double Witch of the Eye and double Mimicry. And it's so much fun.
Sounds like fun, yes.
Yeah, so I just get rid of the Speed Sigil whenever I feel like it. It's also got Grasping Vines, so if I want to get rid of the Speed Sigil because I'm sick of it, I've had my fun with it, I don't want them to have fun with it, then I will just get rid of it.
So you return it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the good thing is it also has an empathy on them, so I can play it again later to use it again later. So
what does it have? Sorry.
it has a Speed Sigil, Snudge, Grasping Vines, double Witch of the Eye, and double Mimicry.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I'm currently using it as my second deck in the cup.
Okay.
Yep. See, I am finding this really interesting. A lot of people have gone with using AOA, Age of Ascension, in this league, in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only 2 Worlds Collide decks in all of the Premier League. Because I think my reason why I didn't pick it is because Worlds Collide kind of sucks around that 65 to low 70 mark. I haven't had a lot of success with that area, and I've also haven't had a lot of success with Worlds Collide in sealed products, so I just buy open stuff from now on for Worlds Collide.
Okay, yep.
And so I don't have many decks in that region.
Right.
What did you go with?
I skipped Worlds Collide as well.
Yeah, Age of Ascension definitely has some stuff. Like I feel like Age of Ascension, a lot of the Age of Ascension decks, they have one way they want to win, but if they don't get that way, they'll just lose. But as soon as things line up things have to line up really well for them to explode on people. It's like, what the heck? This was ridiculous.
Right.
From what I've seen, but.
Yeah. My AOA deck is pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah, I do have one Age of Ascension deck that's around 66s. That's I have a lot of fun with it because it's just a lot of creature control, and it's got 4 Plague Rats in it, which doesn't sound good, but you have 2 Dust Imps in the deck, so you're always killing them. And then I think it's got an Exhume to bring them back. What's that discard? Oh, there you go. Not Finished With You to bring back those Dust Imps to kill them again, and so you're just killing the crap out of Dust Imps just to burst your ammo. It's funny.
That's pretty funny.
It is definitely a fun deck. Okay, so we've got Arkhult going on Sanctum.
I like it. A Purifier of Souls against Gatorsnuffles Dust Imp.
Yep. So you don't see from what I've noticed, Purifier of Souls hasn't done a lot of good for me. But whenever it's used against me, I'm using something like an Archimedes deck or something with lots of destroyed effects. And it's like, why does this happen to be the one card that's versing me right now?
How unlucky.
See, okay. Wow, what a good burst turn. Is Arkhult a person to discard a gateway? Or is he going to hold on to it? No. He might. Yep, cool. He's a person to discard a gateway. Oh wow. Look at the Sanctum turn following for Arkhult.
Yeah, it's a good follow-up.
Wow.
And potentially ready 5 nights.
Oh, well, I have a feeling that Mars is coming out now to get rid of that.
Sure.
Dude.
The Armored Hero? Or?
Yep. He will have to respond this turn by killing off fighting all of those Mars dudes, though. The Lulix, Uxilix, the Zookeeper, and the Collector Worm. I do like the fact that he's put Armageddon Cloak on the Collector Worm. That is a very, very cool play. Does Armageddon Cloak give you more armor? No, hazardous. What did he fight? Collector Worm?
Snudge.
Snudge. Oh. Yep.
Yeah, Arkhult does not have much choice here to play his Sanctum guys. And
play
yes,
Potion of Vulnerability. Fight the crap out of the Mars dudes.
Well, more like one Mars dude, right?
Well, why wouldn't you want to get rid of all of them?
Oh, sorry. I was forgetting about the call to action, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so, because
what? No, that was not the play. Maybe. You know what? He can decide how he wants to do it.
Okay.
Getting himself to check is very, very good idea, actually, because then instead of doing all the fighting, getting rid of the cards in the field, if he has the cards to deal with the board, then to deal with the amber, then he will go for that instead. Don't know if he was thinking on that high of a level, but yeah. Call to action. Can he kill it off? Fight. That's 6. What? Don't think he's paid attention to the Armageddon Cloak. Oh, is he just going? Wow. Okay, he's just going to race. No. There. I think that was okay move. I think that was okay. I do like these games so far. They've been very swinging back and forth between both players.
Yeah, I mean, quite close.
Yep, just getting himself a check. And
Arkhult's just going to go to 9 here.
Yep. Well, why wouldn't you? But then Gatorsnuffles will just Silver Key with Honestly though, I don't know if there's much he can do. Does he have a gateway in his deck? No. He needs the blinding light. Did he play it earlier? Yes, he did.
Yep.
I don't think that Gatorsnuffles has this game.
For now, he will
Definitely slow the game down, but he has no way to clear that Sanctum board, and I think Arkhult's just going to reap and reap and reap and reap. Yep. Rape, fight with the Grey Rider combo. Yeah, very good turn. Needs to play Proclamation to slow the game down.
However, his Sanctum hand is not very.
Yeah, no, it is true. He can get himself to check. But from that, that's about it. Because he's just going, like, let's be honest, Arkhult's just going to rip again next turn.
I think that was, yeah. I think I was wrong about fighting with the Sanctum creatures into the Mars guys.
I agree.
With this option available, Arkhult has humbled me.
Same here. I always forget there is an option just to rip your way to victory. It is one of the main mechanics of the game.
However, our judgment was clouded because we don't take regular runs on the beach.
Very true. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is this Hypno Beam make him... Oh, and then Proclamation. Seal of Brotherhood. That is a very cool turn. Okay, so he's going to fight with the Collector Worm into the Ardent Hero. Reap with the Grey Rider. Fight with the Collector Worm into the Bulwark. Fight with the other Collector Worm. Oh, what? No. What? No, because if you don't kill it, you can't archive it. People always forget that.
You cut out just then. What did you forget?
That if you kill the creature, you can't archive it.
Right.
I think the good stuff about this mic stuff is that Discord's kind of funny. It's a bit silly when it comes to mic stuff, and so from my side of things, but I think my recording will still be okay.
Okay.
So I don't think it will crackle in the recording, but it can. But I don't know. I'll figure it out when I look at it. Just reap too. There's nothing you can do, can there? He's got 4 archives. Is there anything in the archive that's interesting? Oh, it's all the opponent's archives. All opponent's cards. I guess he could play Proclamation. Oh wait. Oh no, he can't do anything. See, that's why I thought reaping was the bad choice there. But then again, he still would have been on 8 instead of 9. That's the game. I don't see there any other way for them to be stopped. Nope. And that's it. That's the game. Well done to Arkhult for taking that 2-1 win over Gatorsnuffles. What are your thoughts on the games, Colin? Or the games that happened, obviously?
Very entertaining. A few very nice draw there by Arkhult with the call to action in so many nights. Gatorsnuffles does have creature control, but it was too slow to deal with that Sanctum Reaping army.
Yeah, and there's not much he could have done to predict that anyway. Because playing 3 or 4 creatures with a call to action is just not something you see unless they're building it up. And it was like turn 3, I think it was, or turn 4 when he first got the call to action turn. And so there's not much that Gatorsnuffles could have done from there.
No.
Yeah. So that is this is our first video of the commentary series for the Australian League. Thank you guys for listening in. Thank you, Colin, for joining me in today. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your week.